The ceasefire has extended, and Iran, after more than a month of brutal US and Israeli bombing targeting mostly civilian infrastructure, remains safe. However, if the Strait of Hormuz remains blockaded, the energy shock the world experienced in March and the one we are currently living through may not lift. Crises like this one can wreck livelihoods in the present, but they also run straight through our retirement accounts. So, how do we, as Muslim and ethical investors, stop quietly funding this imperial chaos? Let's cut through the propaganda. This isn't just about Iran, it's empire trying to violently discipline the entire multipolar world to stay dependent on a Western led security and financial order. Look at who is actually profiting from wars. It's the defense contractors building the bombs, big tech cloud providers running military logistics, and Western oil majors cashing in on artificial supply shortages. And here is the uncomfortable truth. Many of these exact companies are sitting inside mainstream ethical as well as halal investment funds. Now, Islamic finance as an industry has always glorified technical compliance. But if a tech giant that passes the debt ratio screen supplies AI targeting software to the Pentagon, is it truly halal? Every time we buy a broad market index that holds these war profiteering corporations, we are essentially voting for the system of zulm or systematic oppression to continue. So, what is the alternative? One of the latest Tayyip Finance article argues that we must treat war-driven oil profits as toxic, and when supply is disrupted because refineries are bombed and the Gulf is militarized, those windfall earnings are soaked in blood. For Tayyip investors, those seeking true ethical purity, this means accelerating a pivot away from blood oil. Instead, we should look to neutral, real economy investments in the global south. Think about localized renewable energy, grid infrastructure, and domestic tech companies that are not underwriting the Western war machine. This isn't just a moral choice, since structurally fossil fuels are now inseparable from permanent war risk. Here is what you can do today. Pull up your investment portfolio and look at your top 5 to 10 holdings. Ask yourself, number one, does this company directly profit from weapons or military logistics? Number two, is it a beneficiary of this war driven energy crisis? And number three, is it tightly aligned with governments driving this conflict? If the answer is yes, put it on your divest list to phase out. Of course, the goal isn't overnight perfection, but direction. We want every rebalance to move us further away from funding war and closer to genuine Tayyip finance. I'll keep tracking the market impacts as this and other events affecting the Ummah unfold. If you want specific stock screens and suggestions, head over to tayyipfinance.com and subscribe. And let me know in the comments, where is the war risk hiding in your portfolio?